Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Now let's go! 3-19!
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll run. This is Hill. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Hill. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Allen now looks to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. This is Ingram on first and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run here with Ingram. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To the air, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's McCoy. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much. Right? And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double team. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. That'll bring up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mark Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Now it's Roethlisberger. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit!
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's got Moncrief. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Ben to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And that's complete to Jesse James. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Snickers, 66.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And the Bills getting set to go. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 3rd down, Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
We got four. We got four. Hey, switch gears. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll go again to McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Hey, we got four. We got four.
From the gun, it's Allen. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He goes underneath to Ingram. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. Broken tackle. Sheds another. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 54 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They do tack on the extra point as well. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Bills are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
A give to McCoy. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This give is to McCoy. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bills, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before